All right, everyone, we are back. So this is our other semi-final matchup. We've already got our first finalist, which is John on the Dragoons.
Yeah, we've already seen Troy's deck, the Hope Soiree, but now we're seeing Brian's one of just pure Soiree.
It's regular old Soiree, which is a lot more. It's a lot more rainbow. So, for perspective, Troy's just gone with the 4 colors. Brian's gone all in on all 6.
The reason I kind of like Troy's one a little better is the thing that hurts Soiree, in my opinion, is a lot of the cards aren't hybrid. But
Yes.
having hybrid cards in Troy's deck means he doesn't get the Skittles effect.
Yeah. So if we have a look at Brian's list, so Brian's running like more traditional Soiree. So he's got the additional Elvises, he's got the additional Lexes, he's got the additional Shinjus, and stuff like that to help fix his Soiree matchup, like, and get all of his Soiree stuff online. One thing that Brian is also running that Troy is not is Miss Dragon.
And I'm liking the difference in the light slot. We have Troy having the Noctis, I believe that's...
No, so Troy's got the Promo Lightning as his light card of choice.
Yeah.
Brian is actually running one of the new Tidus, which is, in my opinion, an amazing card, and a lot more people should be running it.
Anything that lets you use your bin at pseudo instant speed is good.
It's not even that. It's the fact that it's a colorless Typhon.
Yeah.
With EX Burst. Like, who thought that card was a good idea?
Rob commentating Troy and... Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
the
this is,
names are on the screen at the end of who's playing.
So just a nice old Penrith locals on stream for today. Alright, so we're starting
So
off...
they're from the same locals?
Yeah, they are. So this is New South Wales and New South Wales. So they're gonna have the grudge match in the final.
Yeah.
The New South Wales versus Victoria grudge match that's happening in the finals.
Okay, so what you're saying is Dragoons has won this.
Dragoons, no, no. That's not happening today, folks. You can't just say, "Oh, purple wins" when we're going rainbow.
No, it's not purple wins. It's Victoria wins, of course.
Yeah, but rainbow's better. All right,
Actually,
so we're starting off.
Actually, that's an interesting thing. If we do, no matter who wins here, we are going to see mono versus 4 colors.
At least 4 colors.
Yeah, so that's an interesting... Like, just joking aside, that'll be just an interesting comparison.
So that is very interesting. So we're going for Amber into Shinju,
Yeah.
which is typical Soiree plays, really. So in this particular spot, the one thing that's interesting to me about Brian's list is Brian is only running 1 copy of the Zidane, whereas Troy's gone all 3.
Also, I believe Troy has 3 Amis, but Brian doesn't?
Brian also has the 3 Amaterasu.
Does?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Brian's interesting cards of choice here. So he's actually, what he's also done, he's running 3 copies of Luca to pump the FFBE forwards, which is a very interesting call considering he's basically doing it to be the mirror breaker. But it's not the water backup I would have chosen.
The thing is, though, it makes most of your effects unamiable. So you can ammy the Soiree effects, but if they're 9Ks, you don't kill them.
Do the different parts of Australia seem to have their own personality in the FF community? 100%.
But,
absolutely.
Considering what happened last night, we're still basically one group.
Yeah, we're still one big old happy loving community, having as much fun as we possibly can. But
you could almost say we break legs.
Or ankles.
Just for everyone's notice that a bunch of, like, practically, out of the 29, it was a good 15, 16 of us just went bowling last night together.
Yeah, we just went out and had a whole bunch of fun.
Yeah, so it was just great to see just the entire Australian group is just always, yeah.
It's a wide stretching community.
But tight-knit.
Alright, so additional play. So Troy's played an Amber of his own. I also think it's a little bit incorrect to call Troy's deck Hope Soiree. It's just plain old Skittles. Alright, so we've gone with an Irwin play. So we've got
Warrior of Light, Brynhilda, Tyro, Cecil, and the
Elvis that was just searched for. So he's going to take the Cecil, which is probably a good call here because that forces him to actually pay for his Warrior of Light.
And as we saw last game, that Cecil does a lot of work.
Oh yeah, and you might also notice as well that Troy's already got one Cecil in the bin.
Yeah.
So that's now 2.
Yeah.
So we're in our first game for this one today. All right, so 3. All right, we're playing Tyro, pitching the Elbow. So now is all set up, colors for days. So we are 100% skittled up on Troy's side.
But what does he grab? Does he go for the Fang combo? Which one's the
Vanille into
Hope combo, or does he go for something that can deal here?
I don't think it's particularly necessary to go that deep today. So in Brian's list, the only cards that cost 5 or more are the Fusoya and Titan.
Oh, he's going for Bash.
Yeah, so go for the Barsh. Because then you can get Shintoto and then just hold that, because Brian is only running the one Irwin. So if that Irwin gets Shintoto'd, it's gone for good.
Yeah.
In saying that, Brian is also running that one copy of Zidane, which is interesting. Alright, so we're just going for the 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't see what that point of damage is. But we'll have to... Alright, so what do we got? So we've got a Tyro of Brian's own.
Yo, it's your boy Cash. The point of damage was a Brynhilda. So he's pinging the Irwin for 5k. I don't know if he has a follow-up though.
He does have the follow-up Brynhilda in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he can...
but it looks like he passed, didn't he?
No, this is second main phase. So the thing that he would need to do though is he'd have to pitch his Warrior of Light to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it.
At this point,
It
I
might
don't know
be.
if it's worth it. Because he's going to get the draw card. No.
Oh, he gets to draw 2 cards.
2 cards?
So it costs you
Oh,
him the
yeah,
Warrior of Light.
Draw 2
Yeah.
cards. No, it looks like
But he's just passing the turn, which is probably the safer play because you don't want to pitch the Warrior of Light.
But here's the thing now. He can just go now, Warrior of Light,
no.
swing, dull,
I think it's
5.
even worse than that. I think Troy's got a Zidane in his hand.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because you drop the Warrior of Light to untap your backups, swing it, go for whatever
so
else
here's the
you wanna
Warrior of
do.
Light.
Yeah.
Warrior of Light doing Warrior of Light things.
Brian also searched for one as well, so...
A Warrior of Light or...
Brian searched for
Zidane. He searched for Zidane.
So he searched for the only Zidane that he's got in his deck. So
yeah.
which means
Troy can sculpt Zidane from Zidane.
Yep, he can very cleanly take that Zidane. Yeah. And the thing is, Troy knows that Brian searched for it. He also knows that Brian only has one of it. So if he takes that Zidane, that's like... There's no way for Zidane to manipulate a hand, and here we go.
Yep.
There it is. So Zidane, Fusoya, Vespia, and Elvis. So
that's Philo, isn't it? No, that is the water Soiree. Yeah, that's the water
Vespia.
All right, so
I feel like at this stage you probably take the Zidane.
You have to.
Zidane is still the safest
swing.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taking the because he's going to go for the attack and take
that's
the
right.
Zidane then.
Yeah, and get some more information.
Emerald.
Okay. But you don't necessarily mind seeing the Emerald in this spot because there's no Madame to bring it back, and there's a Fusoya in the damage.
Yeah, because the play I was going to say before why he doesn't bring Hilda is
and then Kusith, but he can't get that.
It's exiled.
Can't get that
Zidane
Zidane.
Yeah. But the reason the play I was going to say why he didn't burn Hilda the turn before is he can now dull the Warrior of Light and burn Hilda because he's got the backups untapped to get that effect. He doesn't draw a card, but he also keeps the Warrior of Light.
There's a slight problem with that though. He doesn't have the
fire.
He doesn't have the fire.
Well, that was before we saw the Zidane draw.
Yeah.
I think that was what the plan was going to be before the Zidane turned up. Because I would easily give up a card draw to keep a Warrior of Light on field.
It would be very, very interesting, but. In saying that, like the situation is that Merrill is already online anyway, so Warrior of Light is going to die.
It's online purely on the backups, right? Killing the forward won't do anything.
Killing the forward won't do anything.
Yeah, because I was wondering if he could, discard a card for that Brynhilda, kill it, and negate the Merrill of effect. But no, he doesn't even. He's not even able to do that.
So what he could do is, if he gets rid of the Irwin this turn, then if Brian does play the Merrill out, Alright, so he's going to go for it now. It's
Yeah, and I think
interesting.
he discards. Yep, he discards to kill it, draw a card.
Yeah.
Because if he has a dead fire card in hand, it's just cycling.
Yeah. So what he could have done as well, if he had a different way to kill the Irwin, is he could have held all of that up and killed the Merald.
That's what I was thinking.
Because
like, do it to the Merald.
killing the Merald means that he doesn't actually get the kill because he's only got 3 soiree backups
There
to play,
is
not 4.
there is one thing I would disagree with that line though. If he can outpace the Merald and keep it on field,
That's a better play as well.
Brian cannot play another Merald.
Alright, so Hope is going to search for Alexander, which is probably it's just going to be the 4-cost breaker character Alexander. Yeah. And
5 cost or more regular character.
it's a 4-cost or higher character, so
It's perfect against Soiree.
it's incredibly good against Soiree. But now he's just going to pick off the Amber. It's a very interesting call. But now in this situation, see, there we go. He actually got rid of another Soiree.
Yeah, so
now
my stupid line actually made sense somehow.
So Merald actually can't
does nothing
do
now
the
unless
kill.
he plays another one, which means he has to invest.
He has to invest a lot more resources than he may have access to. But he does look like that Brian's got something like 6 or 7 cards in his hand.
So this isn't like by any means an out or a push ahead. It's very much just back and forth at the moment until someone gets the advantage of the opening.
And I think I'll push the advantage at the moment towards Troy because
of course, but I think
the thing is
the situation at the end of this turn will be the decision maker.
Well, in addition to that, the Hope is online with the Warrior of Light next turn. That's 10k pings.
Yep.
Not 5k.
So let's see.
Alright, so he's going to go for Titan.
Lord of the Crag.
So that'll kill the Hope and the Zidane.
Yep.
But it won't do anything to the Warrior of Light. But at that point, I think Troy's fine with that.
Yeah, I think again this is just back and
Perfectly fine.
forth. This isn't advantage or disadvantage. It's just back and forth until an opening occurs for one of the other players to abuse.
Which is alright.
Which is the benefit to this game. It's very much interactive.
These sorts of matches are going to be incredibly swingy. I think we saw a Kusith there.
Kushi, yeah.
That is going
To get the Zidane back. Is he going to do the same play he did to Chris? Or is he going to save it for the final swing? That would also be a...
No, I think you go for it now.
Go
just
for
to
it
see,
now to...
Yeah, pick up the Zidane. Play the Zidane.
Especially because I think he has the colours to do both with just the backups.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So here we go. So we've got a Fasoya, Vesvia, Merald, and is that an Amaterasu?
I think that's another for Sawyer, isn't it?
Looks like an Ama.
Ame? Maybe.
Alright, so we take the
Just
Fasoya
because he
here.
doesn't want to see the stack.
And then, yeah,
Tax,
so there's an Amber. So we could... So here we can, just rip the Amber.
Take the Amber.
Take a point. There's
Deny
a Luca gone.
deny the
Warrior
search. Deny the search and backup.
Oh, there goes the Shintoto.
Okay.
So
okay.
now-
Troy's slowly getting that.
Troy's kicking into gear.
Yeah.
Now,
Troy's put his foot over the line and pushed Brian back a bit.
yeah, so very important to note, Brian is only running 1 Shintoto. Whereas Troy is running 2.
Yeah, and here's the other thing: if Troy doesn't kill that Titan Lord and just again, like I was saying about the Merald, plays around it instead of killing it, another one cannot be played.
So we're going for Vesvia to draw just one
One,
because he doesn't have all the soiree that he needs. Like he actually had to pitch a card to play the Vesvia in the first place.
I don't think that's
So okay,
too
so we've got
bad,
the
yeah.
Elvis, so that's
3,
12.
6, 9.
So that's 12 on the Warrior of Light, but that's
Ooh.
that's it. Alright, so ping the Titan.
Pin the Titan, yeah.
Was another Brynhilda. Okay, now we go for the Merald.
Yeah.
So
And come back by Brian.
well, let's see.
Oh, he got some kind of search.
That should be the Tyro, most
Should be
likely.
Tyro, yeah.
Oh, it's the it was the Noctis.
Oh.
Search for Prompto. Because if that's interesting because now if Brian keeps going, that means Troy can just go full in
Damage X, I do shit. Yeah.
Damage 3. He's going to do Noctis. Oh, it's just another EX burst.
This one would be the Tyro, unless we see another Prompto come up.
It was another Noctis, actually, because that's Gladio.
Yeah, Gladio.
Which means that, fortunately, there's one...
He's on 3 damage and he's got 2 Backstreet Boys.
Yep, and he can search for the third one.
Yep. He might be able to do a good recovery turn right now.
This isn't just a good recovery turn, it's a great recovery turn. So, because he can play the Prompto, search the Noctis, play the Noctis, search for nothing, because he doesn't have any other...
Or you'd search to discard for resource, wouldn't you?
It doesn't have any others.
It's literally just the
He's
list?
running 1 copy of Prompto and Gladio, but 3 knocked.
Okay, knocked only searches Gladio and... but he would only have the 1 knocked left as well.
Exactly.
Because both are in... so he has
there's
one
another
of each.
Kusith into Shintoto. Very nice. So so we play the Shintoto. So you basically just drew 2 additional cards and then used them for CP to get the Shintoto down.
And he's...
there we go. So just pitch 3, Shintoto.
And he's tapping 2 to do what?
He's
realigning
arranging his dolls, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So that's...
You still have to declare the cast step, so that's always good.
So that's taken 13 CP away from
for the 7
for Brian here, for 7, which is incredible value. And now Troy's
back up ahead as well.
Yeah.
Set up. Yep, let's evenize our resources now.
Yeah, so that's a Luca from Brian. So, or now all of his soiree are 9Ks, not 8s. Yeah. But I honestly don't think Troy cares about that right now.
Yeah, but this has just been give and take. This has not been someone bursting ahead.
I'd still give the edge to Troy though, just because the 2 Zidanes have just been ripping Brian's hand to shreds. Doesn't matter that he's drawn additional cards from it.
And again, we're in the situation where Brian's taken more damage, drawn more cards, gone more cards deep, therefore smaller deck.
Yeah, so it could be a case of who knows how long Brian has left. Though in saying that, it's still the mid game now.
Yeah, like
we're not in the end game yet. All right, so that's the Prompto. So Prompto's to search for the Noctis. So he's actually kept both of these, both of the...
That's what I was wondering what he because I didn't see him discard them. Oh, I think he's now doing the count and he might have
he's failed to
miscounted.
He pitched the Noctis early.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Mistakes were made.
Well, it might not be a mistake. It might literally just be, I need this down.
It's a little bit of added pressure.
Yeah. I was actually thinking when I was reading the list, I thought you would have the 3 of this Noctis and maybe 1 of the light Noctis, but no, you're right. It's the it would be the lightning.
The lightning is the light card. Oh, here we go. So Brian's now got his Skittle on.
Yeah. The spoiler that made 1,000 people cheer.
Yeah, so he's going in with the attack and then pinging the Prompto out of the way, so there's a point of damage.
Yeah. And obviously he didn't expend any resource to do that.
Oh no! There's Aerith in place, so now his Warrior of Light's going to be winning every fight.
Also, that means his FFBEs are +3 now.
I don't think that's a big concern in that one.
I don't know. 11k soirees. 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
No, the Warrior of Light cares about that. Alright, so we've got a Mist Dragon.
Mist Dragon, the
Eat the Break Zone. No, he's eating the Break Zone in response.
He's eating the Break Zone in response. No, that's even better. Yeah, draw the...
Alright, so that means that Troy's lost access to a lot of his deck there.
That also is his second Kusith, which means he's got one more, unless there was one discarded early.
Not sure.
We can't see now because they're all in the no-low zone.
Alright, so he's going to play Lightning. So... Alright, so he's actually got himself in an interesting spot. So he can actually pre-combat dull the Warrior of Light so it doesn't attack.
Yep.
And then use the Lightning to bounce it, or bounce the Aerith or something along those lines. So
you need to exile cards from bin, don't you, to bounce with that one?
It's Mill 2.
Mill 2, okay, yeah.
Speaking of milling 2...
Right, Marshery was the...
Marshery was exiling,
yes. The remnants of the old version of the card.
So we just had a Vesphere there to draw 2 cards because the backup line is
back online. He recovered
pretty much all
Brian
soiree.
recovered pretty quickly for losing so many soirees.
Here's the Madame Adele.
Adele to get
the Merrill back, break the lightning.
Yeah,
swing
now he has to
for-
decide how to respond. Oh,
Yeah.
Ami
Amaterasu
doesn't stop it, unfortunately.
doesn't kill the
Why
Merrill.
didn't he Ami the Madame Edel then?
He did.
No, he Ami'd the effect of the... Oh, no, he did. I thought he brought
So
it in.
Warrior of Light comes in. There we go. So I think Troy's at 5 points of damage now,
Yeah.
but that is a big board state with not a lot of counterplay. All right, so there's the Warrior of Light back.
Untap, draw. And yeah, Brian's
it's
like, mine's bigger.
Not for long.
You think he's got to respond? Oh no, he can bounce if he bounces the.
So,
But even then, you still don't attack because they'll be equal.
well, here's the thing now, right? Troy's actually got a really nice setup going for himself, so he can actually use Lightning's ability to activate his Warrior of Light and ping for 10.
Yes, that is true. Because the play, I would,
Even while
because he can still, even if he didn't have that, he can still kill the Aerith.
and all the better, he can actually use the Lightning to attack.
Well, no, I think the best move would be bounce the Aerith, kill the
Remember,
Warrior
Troy's
of
at
Light.
damage 5 right now, so Tyro's on line 2.
Yeah. I was thinking you swing with Warrior of Light. If he blocks with his Warrior of Light, dull the Warrior of Light to kill the Aerith, then win the fight. And then if you need to untap and ping again, you do that after. Would that work the way I'm thinking it?
No, they'd still trade.
No, but then use Tyro.
Or then you use
then
the
use Tyro. Yeah, then use Tyro, sorry. That would be... Like, again, we can't see Troy's hand, but just on field, that would be the line I would think about. Try and just bluff some extra
Yeah.
kills.
We are in the realm of the mid-range.
Yeah, because I think using the Warrior of Light to kill the Aerith and then save the second 5k for any other responses.
But remember as well that Lightning is also a relatively safe attack because Lightning is able to bounce one of those forwards. Alright, so it's going to be a Warrior of Light into Warrior of Light. So Warrior of Light's going to ping the Aerith.
Yep, he's doing what I... Yep, Dull.
Alright, so what's Brian going to do? So he's going to ping the Lightning.
Yep.
So Lightning's got 5k marked.
Yep.
And
He's
now
going to
Tyro.
Tyro it. Yep, so that was to buff it. And the sad part is if Brian had blocked with anything else,
It would have been
would
safe.
have been first strike, damage it with the second ping.
So he's...
The problem is, does he want it? He doesn't think he bounces anything in this case. Cause
I think he's deciding to just not attack with the Lightning,
yeah,
which is safe. It's a safe play, and I would agree with that.
yeah, because he's in 5 damage, and bouncing those 2 does nothing for the it's nothing but pain. You're either giving
Oh
them
wait,
2
actually,
cards.
no, he is going in with the Lightning, so he's going to bounce something. Oh, he's bouncing his Warrior of Light to hand.
Oh, replay it, kill something then. No, nothing
No, he
else is
can't.
taking damage.
Alright, so he's going to go with the trade for the Vesphere.
Yeah.
Unless he's got another plan in mind.
Redrop the...
Yeah. So he had the CP to just do all of that anyway. So he just replays the Warrior of Light, draws another card.
Untapping the Tyro.
Untapping the Tyro is the important part
Yeah.
there.
Untapping the Tyro. Yeah, because that'd be 12k, 12 or 13k. Is Tyro 3 or 2? It's 2, isn't it?
Tyro was a 2k.
2. So 12k first striker blocker.
That can beat 17.
Yeah. And he goes Lulu. What's he getting back? The
So he's
Kusith.
going to pick up the Kusith.
Kusith.
It's always
yeah.
going to be the Kusith. And he had the Amber in hand, so that was just free CP. Alright, so
Discards
Kusith.
Tyro to Kusith to get back Lightning, I'm guessing.
Oh, he's going to get back.
Ami? You can't get back Ami. It's character only.
No,
Oh, they worked it out. They worked it out.
He's being a...
Yeah, I was about to...
I think he's being cheeky with that.
Oh, okay. It was...
Alright, so it's ping for 5.
Yeah.
Oh, he set it to 5 as well. Oh, but he got the 1k extra marked, like the 1k power buff.
Yeah,
so
1k
the
power
Merrill,
buff.
so he can't actually ping.
Yeah, because unfortunately, Lulu does set it to 5, but if they have any buffs from other sources or even themselves, that goes over the 5k. So if they're 3k with 3k buff to 6, and you set it to 5k, you're actually increasing the power.
Which is funny.
Yeah. I think it makes Lulu kind of in a way more balanced.
All right, so we'll play the lightning again.
Yeah.
So
but he's tapped the Tyro.
He had.
I think he's
no
not worried.
choice.
I don't think he's worried about it. Like worst case
At
scenario,
this-
he goes
at-
to 6 here.
At this situation, he's really not, because the Madame Adele is in play, not in play.
Yeah, and he can just mill 2 cards if he needs to stop anything with the lightning.
Here comes a Warrior of Light. In response, pump the Madam. That's interesting.
No, that's right. I
And
think
it
it's
is the
right
correct
one.
play.
Yeah.
So Madam is now sitting at 10. So it will beat, or he can actually set it up to beat the Warrior of Light in a fight if the Warrior of Light doesn't ping.
Yeah.
In saying that as well, Troy can very easily just pitch a card, mill 2, dull Warrior of Light probably. Or get the 10k ping on to Warrior of Light or something. I don't know. It's one of those situations. And blocking with Lulu is clean. Like you actually want the Lulu not to be in play anymore.
You don't care. Lulu's expendable. She's done her job. Like especially if you don't have any summons in hand or any summons
So
left in bin.
oh, it's a third Merrill.
There it is.
Alright, so but trying to break the Warrior of Light.
And the Merrill has the haste as well.
Yeah. He's left Alexa up to do that.
To pump again, yeah.
Yeah, so he can pump the Merrill as well.
But if
above the lightning.
Can the lightning can't activate at this point, can it?
Oh, it can.
So 10k to one of them with double Warrior of Light, maybe.
So he did not ping Adele with the wall. He's going to do that now and just ping for 5.
Yep.
He's not going to worry about the double activation.
Yeah, he'd rather dull than activate.
So now he has to use the Lexa to... Alright, so yep, so you're going to ping off the Lulu.
Yeah. Yeah, he was going to, but he decided not to.
Yeah, had the 1k buff. Oh, something's happened there.
EX burst removal. Oh, hold on, rewind. I'm thinking I can dull it.
Yep, so he's dulling the lightning.
Yeah.
So mills
Oh,
Zidane.
Zidane.
Yeah, he did not commit.
No, he didn't commit. Like he tapped it and then stopped and untapped it immediately and asked the question.
Trying to think about what he... Oh, he must have hit another Brynhilda.
Yeah, to finish off.
To finish
and
off
draw a card.
Yep. And that would have killed the Madam there.
It's interesting right now.
It's getting very, very tasty.
Because now it's 6 to 4. Sorry.
So 6 points. There's another Madam.
Another Madame Adele.
Pick up Vesphia probably.
I wonder if you just
It seems like it's just Vesphia.
Amaterasu.
Another Amat.
No, it's the ice one. It's the ice one.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't add me the
Amaterasu.
the discard.
That is very interesting because he has no way to return it back up to hand.
Yeah, so I'm wondering why.
Yeah, there we go. That's game 2. So we're going to game 2 now.
I think
he just realized.
Oh.
Alright, so we're shuffling up for game 2. Brian is 1 up at the moment. It's very interesting as well because this is in essence well, it's sort of a mirror match, but it's also not a mirror match at the same time. So that's it's very good and like tight to see these sorts of decks fight off against each other because it ultimately comes down to who's got the most tech to break the mirror.
Yeah, so he's going to put dice on the side to represent his damage, and he's going to show us the card damage as it goes into the.
All right.
Help us see it.
So we will be able to see what the damage is going forwards.
Yeah, and the X burst.
And the bursts. And the
Damn,
combo.
Brian.
Damn it, Brian.
No, I'm really liking the sort of mix of decks and mix of stuff we're seeing this one.
And it's good to see. It's good to see decks like this actually performing as well as they are. Like everybody. I'm not sure how many people were writing off decks like this, but
Interesting thing, no samurais, I don't think.
there was no monofire at all.
Yes.
To be honest, that's not really all that interesting because it's
I disagree.
It's fallen out of favor for one, and for two, it's not actually able to keep up with anything in this meta.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to make. The fact that it's fallen out with the changes, like that is of note.
But
like losing an entire, like it's almost like losing an entire archetype to a new meta.
But it fell out 2 sets ago.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
There will be.
The fact that Chris played a samurai for Worlds for the Nationals last year.
Yeah, but that was 2 sets ago. That's what I'm saying.
Was it 2
yeah,
sets?
It was 2 sets ago.
18-19 was between. Yes, you are correct.
So, like Opus 18 came along and just said, "Cool, Mono Water gets all the toys now," which kill you.
I really hope this new system they do for FF means we're going to see a major event or something big between each set, so we actually get to see the full meta instead of skipping.
Well, who knows? All right, so yeah, Samurai have fallen out of favor a significant amount. Opus 18 did that to them.
Yeah, but like I said, that's still a note. Like losing, we had Dragoons fall out and Samurai step up, and then we've had that big change now where Dragoons have stepped up and Samurais might have stepped down.
Potentially.
Yeah, we're only one pool out of the 4 current big ones, so we're going to hopefully see some interesting stuff.
Yeah, there's been a lot of strong decks out of the weekend.
I have to say, like most of the time, the Australia events is usually a strong showing.
All right, so Troy's actually chosen for Brian to go first because Troy mentioned that he wants to actually get the extra card. Yep. All right, so we're going for Madam into.
Oh, does Troy
Madam
just go
Amber.
Ami? Does Troy Ami this?
He's thinking about the Amaterasu.
Yeah, I would.
And
yeah.
he is. There we go. So
3
Brian,
cards for 3 cards.
3 cards for 3 cards.
Yeah, 3 cards for 3 cards.
And it puts Brian well behind what his initial game plan was. So
yeah, if Troy has the backup recovery here, then he gets ahead.
yeah,
Basically, he just said
we
gave
basically
Brian,
both of us discard 3 cards.
No, but he also said to Brian, I may have given you first go, but I didn't give you first go. I get first go and draw the card.
Yeah, let me just casually reset your board state to nothing.
I think that's a Tyro. No, it's Une.
So Une.
Into...
So he's got, I think it's a Pinello that he's played there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his Pinello that he's searched for that. Or that he's played, so that he's got to search for Philo, probably. Or maybe even Vaughn. Alright, he's gone for Philo.
I think Philo's the better option for the color, yeah.
Needs the colour fixing more.
Also, the Vaughn backup, is it? That he
It's
has?
the Vaughn backup.
Yeah, the Vaughn backup is useless unless the Philo is out, I think. So he goes for the Philo first.
Potentially.
I don't think the 5k is of any relevance outside. Oh, no,
So
maybe.
Well, it's a 3k that goes up to 8k if there's 3 or more casts.
Yeah. But I don't think he's going for 3 casts at this point with it.
Not this stage. Alright, so he's just pitched play Lexa pass, so Brian's well behind where he wanted to be, which is exactly what Troy wanted.
Yeah, and Troy had the perfect recovery, a literal backup that searches him up a card.
Yeah, backup to backup.
Yeah.
And there we go, even better. So he's just playing the slower backup game, so
I can take my time.
Yeah.
I've hurt you.
yeah, you've been slowed down a significant amount.
Yeah, and getting rid of an Adele as well.
That's huge.
Yeah, he got rid of an Adele, slowed him down, got the advantage on the card draw, and practically went first because basically he went time walk.
Yeah. In saying that, Brian does have access to 3 Kusith, but on the same token,
Both of them do.
Yeah, they've both got access to 3 Kusith. So I think Brian's seems like he's relatively deep in the tank at the moment.
Do any of them have Mist Dragon?
So Brian has access to Mist Dragon, but Troy does not.
That might actually be important then.
It was important in the last game.
Yeah, like actually, yeah, Kusith and Mist Dragon the bin.
Alright, so let's see what happens next.
He got the Lord out.
So he's got the Lord out because Brian's playing 3 copies of it, so he really wants that one. Again, not necessarily my water backup of choice. I would have gone with Thornton, but
yeah, but like I said, making your soiree survive Amis.
Yeah, here we go. So we've got
Tyro.
the Tyro.
Right, so I was right. I did see the Tyro in hand before.
Yeah.
What's he grabbing though? I think he's got Zidane in hand as well.
Yeah, so he has to think about.
Oh, there's an Ami in Brian.
So he's getting the Warrior of Life for the color fix. The ultimate question is whether or not Brian actually has the fire CP to play the Amaterasu to stop anything. All right, so we're doing.
They're currently Troy has access to all colors, while Brian also only has access to 2.
I think he drew an Elvis that turn though, which he did. Whether or not he plays the Elvis is another story because he has to probably pitch a Shinju. All right, so he's going to pitch Yoda.
Yep, to untap the backup that he
basically just make 2, just put down a 2 CP forward really.
Yeah, but soiree count up 1.
Yeah.
It's still only 2 though. But yeah, I think he's just trying to recover. But is that a second Ami? Is that 2 Amis in hand?
So he's got 1 Amaterasu.
I don't see the one at the front, but I don't know if I saw the one.
I think he's left his Elvis in hand, so he can.
He can use the Toto.
Or he can use the Amaterasu, yeah. Alright, so Troy's just having a bit of a think about his situation, because now Brian's going to try and go slightly more aggressive, so he's going to go with Vanille. Oh, he's playing Bosch.
Discarding Vanille to Bosch.
So I think... Oh, there's an interesting call there. So the question becomes whether or not Brian lets him take the point of damage, which he does, which we didn't see.
They're in an intense situation. It's fine.
Yeah, and now...
he targets something. Was that a Brunhilde?
It might have been. I'll go double check.
Oh, he also... Something's happened. Yeah, go check what happened there.
What is actually...
Yeah, what happened there? Because it looked like he bounced his Bosch.
He did. He hit the lightning into burst.
Ah, okay. And he's just gone and searched up the
Yeah, so Brian's let the let it happen without the Amaterasu, so...
Yeah. So that's Elvis in hand now. And he's... Yeah. So Troy currently 4 backups. Yeah. 4 backups up. That was the lightning, yep. Thank you guys. Yeah, Troy's got all 4 colors, 4 backups up. He doesn't care about the 1 damage from the... Man, I wish I actually knew the name of the characters in this game. But the good boy. And yeah, I think Troy takes the second hit and is just so far ahead of the game that yeah, he's just gonna relax there. The Pesciota. Okay, so What's going on right now? We got a judge call, guys. Give me a second.
So what we're going on at the moment, we're just getting a judge call clarification. Once we get the confirmation of exactly what's going on, we'll keep you all in touch.
Yeah, so the judge call was, can you overpay by 1 for a Soya and get the triggers? The answer is yes, you can, as long as you're only overpaying by 1. And if you got all the different colours, you got all the different colours.
Advantage. So that's exactly what's happening here.
Yep.
So
Does Troy have the AMI response?
So it looks like it's overpays by 1. So he's got 3 different colors.
No, I think he has all 4.
He only had the 3, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't see what he discarded. I just answered the question, yes, you can overpay.
Yeah, but it has to be.
Cheating again.
So it has to be elements other than water.
Yeah.
For Soya. So that's the important
Oh
distinction.
yeah,
to do there.
the 2 cards and the 1 lightning. Lightning, yeah. No, what's the other backup? The wind. Sorry. So yeah, 3 activations.
Yeah. So he's gone draw a card, pick up a summon, and bounce the Tyro.
Ooh, bounce the Tyro.
I think that's the safest play, to be honest.
You think so?
Mhm.
Not something like Philo or I don't know. I don't like bouncing stuff that gets you more advantage.
So I think what Brian's thinking about at the moment is how many wind cards has Troy got in his deck compared to how many earth cards Troy's got in his deck. But he also wants him to spend more CP to do more different things.
Yeah, but that just Troy's just 2 dead cards away from I don't care, I just reset.
Mm.
Yeah, and Troy's doing his math right now, seeing what he has.
So I'm just doing a burst count of the 2 different
You got
decks.
a second damage in, of course, and no EX because nothing was done.
Mm.
The Pesci doing a lot of work.
Mm. So Brian's deck appears to have 12 EX bursts. None of them actually kill. Oh, sorry, I tell a lie. 13 with the Tidus.
Yeah.
So the Tidus is the only removal EX burst.
Of note here.
Just counting on Troy's side.
Alright, looks like... Troy looks like he's still thinking.
And by the looks of things, Troy's got 19 EX bursts.
EX burst, you got to build it. Like if you got to build with it, and I like
There's
the high
so many
EX
cards nowadays that have incidental EX burst written on them.
Yeah, and I just like the high EX burst count with the Bash.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah, literally last game where he Bashed, got the Tyro EX burst and got 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so discarding Brynhilda.
So he's going to play the
Vanille.
Vanille, go get the Hope, play the Hope, kill the Fasoya.
I don't know if killing the Fasoya is the right move. Can Brian bounce it? Again, Fasoya is another one of those cards you want on the field, not dead.
Well, I don't think he particularly minds killing the Fasoya here because at the very least it means that Brian's got to play more Rainbow to kill the
And he'll have to overpay again.
He's doing the Alexander for free.
Yeah, I know the Pesci isn't the best option for it either, but I just don't know if... Oh, maybe he could be killing it going, there's no real way to bounce it now, or maybe he just doesn't know if...
Oh, he doesn't have bounce.
Brian has bounce.
Well,
no, they looked at their decks. They should know.
Troy doesn't have access to lightning anymore because it's in the damage zone. It's an EX burst.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have any rhyme or reason to bounce the Pesciota.
Oh, kill it, I mean.
Or kill it for that matter. But there is only one Pesciota in Brian's deck.
Yeah. I don't know. I played against Fasoya way too much to go, you don't kill it, you leave it there and just go around him.
Yes, but you're always expecting to see 4-color Fasoyas all over the place.
Well, I play with the main Fasoya player of Australia.
You see everybody doing Skittles around here, and you see, oh, what about all of this Skittles? Geez, all of those Skittles make those ones look like M&Ms.
Yeah, but so many comeback of decks right now is really good to see.
Mm.
I love seeing that cycle of recurring decks coming back every once in a while.
So we're going to take a damage.
Yeah. It's a Philo? Yes, it's a Philo. So damage 3 Philo. Just putting the dice there for us.
So we know what damage he's at.
Yeah. Yeah, I recognize that. Again, I may not know the card names. I play this game just looking at abilities. I don't know card names. I don't know the characters. I don't play the games much. Maybe I should, since
You probably should.
the Pixel stuff is now on the Switch.
Pixel remasters are
On the Switch now, yeah.
available, so that's handy.
We also got Battle Network. Mega Man Battle Network.
Meh.
Trader.
Meh. You traitor.
Traitor!
TR8R.
Alright, so... What was...
So I think there was a Tyro being played there to search
Yeah.
for another Madamodel.
But, yeah, it's really weird. I thought Brian was having his damage zone on the bottom side.
Brian has not taken a damage yet.
Yeah. Oh, he played the Tyro. Yeah, the
the
shiny
Tyro.
one, the shiny card, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good. Now they're both on the 4 backup, so at least Brian now is caught up from that first initial hit.
He is. But is Troy caught up with the Fasoya?
Troy's lost in thought. It's unfamiliar territory. Oh my god, the sass.
Pure, unadulterated sass.
See, the fact that we don't have Lord Frost Jr. to make fun of, we have to target someone else now.
Yeah, sorry, Bryce, you're a target now. This is what happens when you get the Penrith locals getting a little too intense.
So here's the question actually I have for you in terms of the pride factor.
Mm.
Who would you, take the players out of it, looking just at decks, as the New South Wales rep, who would you want to be versing the Victorian Dragoons in the last round? Who do you think would have the better matchup in the end here, if you're going for that pride instead of, caring who wins?
Alright, so coming down to who I think will have the better match, like which deck would match up better?
Yeah, purely decks. Just looking at the decks as they are, not
Yeah.
taking in the extra math.
So, like the two things to consider. On one hand, Troy's got access to like a lot more instant speed kill effects. So he's got access to the Brynhilda, he's got access to the Alexanders, he's got access to like additional stuff. Like he can do the Hope and Warrior of Light to deal 10k to stuff. So from that perspective, Troy matches up better. On the flip side of the coin, Brian trades the ability to kill things with resiliency. So you have a look at his list. He's going to have the power buff from Luca. He's going to have Madame Adele to protect all of his soiree, so they're not going to take any damage from the Dragoon sweeps, nor are they going to get broken by the Fel Thanos, because we know that that's in the deck.
Yeah, but the problem is that you don't really care about pumped soirees if they're tapped and you have 7 Dragoons with haste.
That's
I think
true,
the instant is better.
But how are you yourself tapping down?
You're not. You let him attack. Either Brian attacks or Brian keeps things untapped to hold defense from the hasters, and then he's not playing the game and he's holding back.
In saying that though, you're going 7. You're going for 7 points of damage from 0.
Not always.
The Dragoon deck.
Not always. Dragoon can get a couple of points in early.
Yeah, you want to sneak those couple of extra points in early, but you don't. On the same token, you're thinking, like, you got to think about the flip side of the coin as well. Like having access to that additional removal and the like.
Which is why I kind of think you were right on your first point that the instant removal on Troy's side would be a better advantage, I think.
So having access to the removal is good. On the flip side of the coin, Troy doesn't have any protection from...
We've got an Ami on a Zidane effect.
Yes, that I would completely agree with.
Yes, very good. Oh, that Troy's probably just going like... Is he gonna... Yeah.
So he's Alexandering the Tyro.
Yeah. I was wondering if he was going to do that to the Tyro. I've seen that play a few times, but not much. And essentially, it's just reset. It's just they both took an extra turn. Nothing happened.
Mm.
Oh wait, no. Brian lost his backup, so all that equated to Brian losing a backup.
Yeah, but it was good to like draw out the Amaterasu with the Zidane.
Yeah.
Because the Zidane didn't cost Troy anything. It cost Brian 2 cards in hand.
But it also saved his hand. It
did save his hand.
Oh, there's an Adele.
So there's the Madam. Gonna try and draw back.
Nope,
Merald's.
And
so it kills
haste.
the Neil. So we're gonna start swinging in for points.
Right, that's damage 4 Tyro.
That's a Kusith.
Kusith?
That is a Kusith.
Ooh, gets back to Zidane, I guess, maybe.
No, he needs something.
Vanille to go. How many Alexanders does he run?
He runs 1 of each copy.
Okay. Is there another Alexander he could... No, he has the Hope out. Sorry, Hope's already out.
He already has the Hope
in
play. So the thing that he can get... Because he doesn't have the 4th backup down, so Warrior of Light is not a good pickup.
No. He doesn't have enough damage for the Elvis.
He never has enough soiree for Elvis.
Really?
I'm just going to point that out now. Like, as I mentioned before, naming Troy's deck Hope Soiree was wrong.
Okay.
It is not a Hope Soiree deck. In fact,
so what's the Elvis in there for?
The Elvis is for color fixing. Like Amber,
Really?
Amber is there to search for Lexa and Elvis, and that's it.
Okay.
So it's there for color fixing. If he happens to have...
Am I misremembering? Is Lexa they can tap for any color, or
that's
your soirees
Shinju.
can be cast for any color?
So that's Shinju.
Yeah.
And its soirees can be cast for any element and could party with any element.
So how does that color fix with Elvis?
It doesn't.
You're just searching at the fire backup. You're just searching
at
at a
the
fire
fire.
backup to treat as a fire backup. Okay.
Exactly. That's all it's going on there.
So it's I was thinking something like that. So it's similar, just the Sarah into the Princess Sarah effect.
So yeah, that's basically Troy's deck isn't a soiree deck. It's pure Skittles. It's basically Skittles in its purest form. It does anything Skittlesy that it needs
Multicolor value. It's multicolor value.
Exactly.
Or value, I don't know. Wallu. It's a multicolor Wallu.
Wallu deck.
Hold on, give me a pen. I'm going to fix that name now while I got that idea. Oh, it looks like someone was on my... Saber's on my side here, it looks like.
Yeah, Troy's deck Troy's deck feels more consistent, but it also feels more scrambled at the same time. Because he's got all of these different backup engines, searching different backup engines, that, yes, he can get himself online with all of his colors relatively quickly.
But sorry, go on.
His forwards don't have the resiliency that Soiree has, and that what Troy would need to get through Dragoons, because the Dragoons will have access to everything. So that's the Tyro.
Yeah. Here's the other thing I noticed about Troy. He has all these really cool multicolor synergies, but they don't work with each other very well.
It's just multicolored good stuff.
Yeah, but they don't have the synergy with each other to give that little bit of boost. Like you got the Lightning line with Hope and Vanille. You got the Backstreet Boys with the FF15 characters.
Oh, here we go. So he's used the Tyro to search for Cecil, and then overpaid for Cecil to play the Warrior of Light.
Wouldn't you? Yeah. Okay.
So he's gone
He didn't swing. Ah.
I think it was second
main. Okay.
Or it could also just be not safe attacks.
Well, even you can't. Oh no! If you did have he's the Lexa plus the Lord. So no, that would have been 10k still. First strike would have got it. So it must have been second main.
I think he's also trying to keep himself on the defensive because he is at damage 4 and Brian hasn't taken anything yet, so he needs to sort of think about his plays.
Yeah, but
from
a brave Warrior of Light, it's brave, so you just don't worry about that.
You do worry about the EX Burst Elvis that might come.
Would it kill anything?
Yes.
It would kill the Warrior?
It does kill the Warrior of Light. That's
3,
12.
6, 9, 12, yeah.
I think it's even 15.
3, 6, 9, 10, 12, no, 12.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, so that straight away kills Warrior of Light. So he's worried about.
That's fair enough.
He's worried about. Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. Can Troy's aggro deck take that break or take that chance not to push in?
It's not an aggro deck though. It's mid range.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I'm just used to what he did. I'm just used to the last games we saw.
Used to the last. Yeah, you used to the game against Chris where he decided, no, I'm going to aggro you out.
I keep forgetting. Like I keep treating even Soiree. I keep treating as sort of an aggro deck, but they're not.
They're a mid range deck. They're perfect in the middle game. The thing is, with the way things are looking at the moment, yes, it's sort of you could consider the Warrior of Light a quote unquote safe attack, but on the flip side, you want to keep your defenses up just in case that EX burst gets you.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because keeping the Warrior of Light as a pinger as well is the better option.
At the moment, his current situation is he can take down the Madame Adele.
No, Lexa's up.
Takes it to 10.
Takes it to 10, yeah. So he has to. Oh wait, Hope with Hope.
Hope with the Hope, he's got the double ping.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That he's gonna
he'd
rather have it as a removal than as an attacker.
Having it as a purely defensive option is a lot better than having it as an offensive option.
Yeah. No, I'm more than willing to concede when I'm wrong. But yeah, it looks like they're both really focused right now, trying to think on their next play.
Because I don't think Brian has a safe attack, because he doesn't have a way to get rid of the Warrior of Light that's not already in play.
Yeah.
So if he goes, I'll attack, then what's he gonna do? So Troy's just showing that he doesn't have a hand at the moment.
Yeah.
I think
there's only 3 cards in Brian's I can see.
Something like that. But
they're both getting to the point where they're running out of gas. They're both extending the same amount of resources to invest on the field.
Alright, so here we go. So we're going to
EX bursts. So yeah, not attacking. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, you don't attack there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ping 1.
So he's not doing the pings yet. He's just
thinking.
He's mathing it out himself to see whether or not he can get away with doing the ping. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he's going to do the ping now. So he's done the 5k on the Madam.
He can only do it on the Madam at this point.
And now he's going to activate the Hope.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can't ping the other 2 while Madam is out, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, because
They
mana
won't-
protects them.
Yeah, Madam protects him, which again is another tick for Soiree in the Dragoon matchup, because it's going to be a tough one to sort of get through.
You have to kill
You have to kill the
Madam
Madam.
Edel, then Cherry Blossom.
All right, here we go. So here's Titan. So Titan is going to kill Cecil and Hope
and
the Pechiota.
Pechiota, yeah.
So that's fine for Troy, because Troy's now got some safer attacks.
Yeah, but Troy...
Because
if Troy had that Tyro untapped, that would have been perfect.
Not really.
He would have saved one of his other cards, wouldn't he?
He's only at damage 4, not 5.
Damage 4 or 5? I see 5 dice.
Is there 5 dice there?
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know why there's 5 dice there.
Yes, it is.
There's-
Yeah,
unless
there's 4
I'm
cards.
missing
You're
something.
right. Yeah, no, there is 4 cards in damage.
All right, so he's still not attacking. So,
I wonder what he... I hope that wasn't a dead draw. That would be really bad for Troy right now.
it seems like it might have been.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And we got
So
for Sawyer, I think, is that because he's picking stuff out of bin. Yeah, for Sawyer.
Yeah. Well, okay. So that's gonna bounce the Warrior of Light back.
Does he
into
have the
hand.
Ami? Please tell me he got the Ami and passed to keep Ami up. That's the only way right now I think Troy can just fix this. The fact he's not slamming it down, I think, means he doesn't have it.
See, the thing about Troy is like Troy likes to
Think things through.
he likes to think things through whether or not he actually has.
Targeting Kusith.
Yeah. So he's just asking how many colors have you got. So you're doing it with 3.
Yeah, so Kusith, draw a card, and target something to bounce.
Yeah. And he's just double checking. Oh, if I do this and this, then that's maybe we'll see.
Here's the question: do you think Brian would target his own Malrub
For the bounce,
if he can cast it again, play it, kill the Warrior of Light, attack with a haster?
there's a slight problem with that.
What do you think?
For Sawyer can only target forwards things. Opponent controls things.
No, the top of deck is anyone.
Yes.
The bounce has to be opponent. Yeah, you're right. The bounce is
So
any
he's
opponent, yeah.
going with the ping and Brynhilda. So he's letting the bounce happen.
Yeah.
So he's killed the Titan. So it's going to swing in for a point here. So that's going to be the 5th.
Yeah.
Which is, or maybe that's the 6th.
Maybe it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's 5 cards with 6 points. I must be missing something.
I'll go double check.
Oh, that's Warrior of Light again.
Yep.
Warrior of Light
Tap
doing
draw.
Warrior of Light things. Don't mind the motorcycle in the background.
Did it pick it up?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that's impressive, actually.
Yeah, good microphones generally do it. Well, halfway decent ones do, but on the same.
Well, this is the bottom of the line of the best. So
Yeah, at the same token, some terrible microphones pick them up too. So, microphones are a funny thing.
one of the mysteries of life.
Yeah, same with acoustics.
So we're at 5-0, and Brian is already up a game.
Mm.
I'm actually worried
So-
for Troy right now, if I'll be honest.
Troy's situation is a little bit tough. Like, it's one of those things where you sit there thinking, okay, can he get himself out of this, and can he do this, and can he do that? Which he probably could. See, yeah, here we go. So he's got a Cecil into
Noctis.
Right.
On damage 5 or 6, we'll say. But
It doesn't necessarily matter. I was going to search for probably Gladio and just put down another giant body.
yeah,
Because the Gladio will come down as a 10k. Oh no, he can't search for anything with the Noctis.
oh, they were all discarded.
It must well be
Remember,
discarded.
he discarded them early. We were talking about that's the
This is
Pronto
game
one of
2.
it. Yeah.
Oh, we know he discarded the Prompto early, but I'm not sure if he discarded the Gladio early.
I guess.
Or
yeah,
if he might have hit the Gladio into damage.
either damage or he's got it damage, spin or hand.
If he had it in hand, he'd probably have played it by now. Unless
This is the one card. Yeah, it's the
it
only
might be
card.
his only card in hand.
Yeah. The reason I thought he could play it is because he's searching it, discard the card in hand, and he needs to play it. But if it's the only card,
think-
then
Maybe Troy's trying to set up for some sort of high-end, like
High-end
Alpha
big
Strike.
7 hit in one go if I can.
It'll be hard.
Yeah, is the deck capable of that? I'm not sure from what I've seen that it is capable of that big burst. Like he's got his first haster out and then Zidane.
Yeah, so there is enough forwards to go for an alpha. Like there's enough different names.
Yeah.
So you got 1, 2.
Well, Lightning's gone.
3.
Lightning's gone.
Yeah, but I'm just counting out the names. So
Yeah.
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different named forwards.
Yeah, but how many of them have haste to get that big burst out of going 0 to 1 in one turn?
2.
2, and one of them's already out.
Yeah, well, maybe 3. Okay, so he's... Alright, so we're going to block... There's a Shintoto. Oh, he's got the Amaterasu! He has the Amaterasu for the Shintoto.
Oh, this is okay. Things have turned.
This is
Troy,
your blowout.
I spoke too soon, maybe.
Yeah, this is your blowout turn. So the Amaterasu's just blown out the Shintoto.
Yeah.
That's what Troy was waiting for.
Yeah.
Because now not just that, he's on damage 5. Tyro is set up.
See, so he's got Wall for the removal. He's got Cecil for the protection, and he's got Noctis for the fight.
Yeah, and even then, Noctis is a one-way, so...
Yeah. Oh, punch. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Falcon.
And worst case scenario, if something's bigger than what he's playing, he's got the Tyro in response to get it to that lethal punch
Alright,
as well.
so here we go. So we're going to get the Kusith.
Does it resolve? Do we see Mist Dragon?
I think Brian's only got the one card in hand after the Shintoto.
Oh, he's got Zidane. That's the right choice. Plays Zidane.
So he's got 2 cards.
He Ami. He's had the Ami. He didn't have the Mist Dragon.
But he can't cast the Amaterasu because he only had the 2 cards in hand.
Did he? I thought.
No,
yeah.
those are his only 2 cards.
Then why is he showing it?
Because of the Zidane.
Oh, right. He's let it. So they skipped ahead to
so the Zidane. Zidane's resolving.
Did he take a card?
No, he just left him.
Did Troy leave him? I would have got rid of the Ami, wouldn't you?
No, the Amaterasu is not doing anything in this situation.
Oh, there was a Mist Dragon as well.
He had both.
He had Ami and Mist Dragon, just couldn't do it.
He had to keep them both in hand.
That's so...
He got blown out by the Amaterasu.
Ami,
here we go. So, yeah. Oh,
oh
there's the Elvis
there it is.
But it's not enough. It's not enough. There's
Any more, is it?
There's only 6k
3-6, yeah, 3-6.
It's only 6k worth, so he's going to ping the Cecil off. Okay, sure.
Yeah, try and get rid of the protection while you can. And obviously, I think the Fusoya took the damage from the Zidane. Wait, can he finish it off with the... Yes, he can finish it off with the Warrior of Light.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot to mention that pretty much every single forward in Troy's deck is fire or earth. Oh, sorry, wind or earth. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The Amaterasu for the blowout.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's like doing 110 on the freeway and losing your tire.
But somehow, like,
Only it was a cat
winning
that
a
did
bit, losing your tire, it smacks a rock that was hiding $1 million inside it and just put it in the back of your car.
Yeah, or escaping from the bank heist and then having your tire blow out. I don't know. In chat, do you have any sort of metaphors that can describe exactly what just happened to Brian? That would be very good. I would love to see what your comments are.
I would say it's the old cartoons of the painted tunnel and running straight into the rock.
Yeah. Although we just saw a deck count from Troy, he's got less than 10 cards left.
Ooh.
So,
but we also don't know what Brian. No, he would be significantly lower than Brian with all the damage he's taken and the card draw of what 3 walls so far.
Something
Warrior
like
of Light. Yeah. Gotta stop calling it wall. It's a Warrior of Light. They're different in this.
No, they're not.
Is it the same character? I thought it was 2 different characters.
It's technically 2 different characters, but Wall
stands for Warrior of Light. I know,
stands for
that's
Warrior
why
of Light.
I keep calling it.
And that's why he is Job Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
Except for the Wind Legend one, which is for some reason a Warrior of Dawn. Just despite all of us, as Brian would say, highly skilled. No, that's only for EX bursts.
I want our Warrior of Darkness love.
You got it this set. It's called Nuct.
You're not wrong.
You just didn't get any other love.
And even then, he gives love to other things than Warrior of Darkness.
Oh no, the new one, no.
The new one is more for the warp, isn't it?
He does warp stuff,
Yeah.
which none of the other Warriors of Darkness do.
Dude, exactly. So even then, it's not really.
And he comes in and punches, or they fight something. So technically, he's giving a different
He's
kind
not
of
punch,
love.
he is fight.
Yeah, he is fight. So
Yeah.
he's technically giving something a different kind of love, perhaps. If we want to get really technical,
Wait, no, is he? No, I could be wrong. I think he is fight, that one.
he is.
Yeah.
Chris tried to do that to me in draft yesterday, but then he realized my forward was a 10k. Slightly larger than what you can punch in the face.
Yeah.
But is this the swing back that Troy was looking for?
Yeah. But now Brian's on that opposite end of
Yeah.
calculating, thinking,
Now
working it out. What am I
he's in the
doing?
deep
What am
end,
I
'cause
out?
the thing is, as well, he can't use spot removal because Cecil just says nope.
Yeah. And I actually think you had a good point. He was scared of the Albus, but once he got rid of the
Once he got rid of
the
everything else,
soiree on
he
the,
was
the
no longer
forwards,
scared of
he
Elvis.
goes, "I'm going in now."
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you were 100% on the money with that one. And yeah, like what do? You have to discard 2 to kill something. If you want to kill the rest of it, you have to go for the Cecil first. Knock
Alright,
this.
so we're just checking the break zones now.
Yeah, they're doing their deck.
That's a big break zone.
Like you said, 10 cards possibly left in deck.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, and they've both exhausted a lot of resources very quickly.
Yeah.
Well, not quickly, but in this game. And the fact that both Amis from Troy just destroyed any resource advantage
Oh,
Brian
so-
had in turn 1 and in the last turn.
So the turn on Amaterasu was just saying, no, you're not going to do aggro. We're going to play a fair game today.
Yeah, and then this one
And
is
the
just like,
second one was-
stop trying to do that.
Yeah.
I'm saying no.
So the first one is we're going to play a fair game today. The second one is we're going to play an unfair game today.
What about no? Don't you understand?
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, but here comes the Madame Adele, but he doesn't have the soiree to actually gain full advantage from it.
Yes, I'm wondering what it's just. That's the.
So it looks like he's just picking up.
Is that the lightning one?
It seems like it's the Merald, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's doing it because he has the haste.
No, it looks like he's targeting. Oh no, he's
He still has the haste for the 2.
The haste. Yeah.
So he's targeted the Noctis to say, I'm targeting Noctis.
Yeah, but failed to meet my conditions.
Yeah, failed to meet the condition, yeah. If we're correct in saying that Troy's at 6 points of damage, then Troy has to block.
Yeah.
Which the safest block is the Noctis.
Well, at least we'll get our answer with this one, no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Honestly, I'd still block with the Noctis anyway.
do you know what I loved Troy had done? Because I target the Noctis, and he's like, "Would you like to pay the 2?" Cecil triggers.
Cecil trigger.
Would you like to pay the 2?
Sort of no today, actually. I'd rather not pay 2 CP.
I love asking that on the EX bursts. It's like, I target it, kill it, cool. Would you like to pay 2 after the stack resolves and it goes to it? Because it's still technically there after the EX stage resolves.
looks like we're still going really deep in the tank at the moment.
I assume there was a block there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cecil, interestingly enough.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking, was it the Cecil? Like, why did he?
It was the
Well,
Cecil.
yes, we had some judge discussion.
We just had some judge discussion.
But also welcome, Kirjon. Yeah, it looked like he blocked with the Cecil. And yeah, huh.
Yeah, that's an interesting call to have made. Unless he's got but he doesn't have another Cecil in his hand.
Unless he thinks he can get through on the next turn. But no, it's still... No, both his hastes are on the field. And the lightning's in damage.
When the Zidane can still just swing underneath and everything.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if he's just biding his time and not worrying about his deck size.
Unless, actually, you know what? I think he's not worried about the Cecil because the only interaction that Brian has is the Aman.
Yeah, because Melrob's on the field.
Yeah.
Melrob and Albus are on the field already.
They both are. So the only thing that he's worried about is the Amaterasu, which is going to get hit by now.
Yeah.
Or is he casting it? Oh no, he's just revealing it.
Yeah. I was going to say he doesn't have...
Oh
no, he did. Discard the Mistrag. Oh.
Hits another Amat. That's a good hit.
That's spicy. Though I think, yeah, Brian is not too worried because anything that gets played to kill or fight has to target the Madam Edel.
I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's sitting there going, eh.
Mm.
He loses Madam Edel, plays the next one.
So you're going to play another Kusith.
Sith.
And Brian can't miss Dragon it because he tapped down his Earth TP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good pickup.
There was a Gladios. Oh no, that was in bin. Yeah, it was
Gladio
in bin.
was
Yeah,
in the
Gladio was in
bin.
bin, so that's why he failed. Yep.
And
now
it
he
says
can
take
play
the
the
damage.
Gladio.
That's the Aerith gone. And now play the...
Gladio, yeah.
Ooh. Does he pitch the card to do it? I would. But here's the thing, right? He can now just...
He's got Warrior of Light in hand. That's the only Warrior Light and another Noctis.
Noctis.
Okay, so yep.
So that's going to...
Kill them at it. No, he can't.
Yes, he can, because it's actually done from the forward, not from the ability.
Right. Yes.
It's a punch.
Yes.
It's a punch,
Punch
not
gets
a damage.
around that. Fight doesn't.
No, fight does too.
No, one of them doesn't. One of them does.
They both get around it. So
thought...
fight and punch both get around it. It's choose one forward, deal a damage equal to its power. So, sort of...
I thought one doesn't. I thought only one of the two effects does go through.
They both get through in this particular instance because the way that it works is the forward dealing the damage, not the ability. Because like if you've got something that says choose one forward, deal a damage equal to
its power, then that wouldn't work.
So say for example, like the Opus 2 Warrior of Light special is an
Noctis,
ability damage,
yeah.
Whereas Noctis's effect is the forward that entered deals damage equal to its power.
Okay, so it's got a different wording than the conventional punch.
Does.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the same thing from the regards of Rauban and Titan. They come from the forward, not from the ability.
Yeah. I didn't realize they did a second form of punch. I thought it was the same, like they kept it the same conventions through. I've actually not paid attention to that.
There's two versions. So there's fight, which is Hecaton, and...
No, I'm talking about the punch. Now we have two versions of punch.
There's not two versions of punch.
Yeah, we have the one where it says deal damage equal to its power, and then we have
that's
the one
ability
that says
damage.
forward.
But that's always been ability damage.
That's what I'm saying.
I've never referred to that as a punch.
Oh, I have. That's
That's not a punch. That's just like...
Yeah. But yeah, I've not paid attention to that. We've done some different wording because all the original ones were worded as the ability damage.
Mm-hmm. So in this circumstance, you can do it. But here's the interesting thing, though. Madame Adele's in play. There's a Merald in damage, and I believe the other Meralds are in the break zone. So
do you risk killing the Madame Edel?
You don't. You force Brian to do it himself. If he can. Actually,
Right, but Brian can. He just needs to swing with it. 6 damage. You swing, you have to block.
That is true, but you can block with the Noctis.
Would you... I don't know. I don't know about that. But actually, no, you don't attack, because the reason you don't attack is even though, yes, he can Madame Edel until Marub, he'll have to do that in second main and lose the value.
It's very risky.
So yeah, you don't do it.
It's a very risky play though.
Yeah. No, you're right. You make Brian kill it. Brian, hurry up. Are you not entertained?
Are you not sports entertained? Yeah. Forgive the players for going deep into the tank.
We're
It's
in
one
a
of those-
top 8 of a third
now
highest event.
We're now in top 4.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, top 4.
This is a semi-final. So, and Brian is the one that's the game up. So he's going deep into the tank to think, can I pull this in now, or
And just
do
get the
I
win, yeah.
and just like
Do I plan for the next one?
clean up, or do I just do my best and see if all right, so we're gonna make a play. So here is it's the third
That's
Merald.
Merald, yeah.
So it's the third Merald. He's
Going
gonna
for the
target,
Warrior
but
Void.
it doesn't have the effect, so whatever. So he's left up the Lexa and he's left up the Elvis.
Lex, I assume, for pump Albus to bluff an Ami.
But interestingly enough,
No, he just passes. He just wanted a body. He just wanted bodies out,
he needs a body. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
which is reasonable.
Yeah, using the Shintoto for the lightning CP.
Problem is, at the moment, I think Troy's Tyro is what's going to be the big advantage.
It's going to be a helpful deciding factor, but in this particular circumstance, it's actually not doing much because the forwards that Tyro can actually help to boost up can't die because Brian's got the pump himself, and the forwards that are able to climb over are already bigger.
I get 7, 8, 9. No, 7, 8, 9 to 8, 9. They even out.
Gladio's a 10k brave.
Yeah, but I'm saying Troy's weakest one pumped by Tyro will take out any of those two because it's 9 to 9.
Lexa pumps to 10.
No, they're
He's
8 pumped.
got
They're
8.
8 pumped to 9, aren't they?
They're currently pumped up to 9 right now because of the Luca.
Oh,
The
the Lexa to then pump one of
Lexa
them higher.
pumps to 10, yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking of the Luca.
He's learned how to read cards. I'm kidding.
Again, it's the names. I don't know the names off by heart. And again, those are 2 L's. Leave me alone.
You do have a deck list right in front of you.
Yeah, but the names mean nothing to me. I know Ami. I know Fenrir. I know Titan Lord. Like, I'm learning them as I'm watching them. What's Aerith?
What the hell is a Zidane? Another thing that's kind of interesting to note as well that we're not actually mentioning because it hasn't come up. Brian has got 1 copy of the Opus 19 Sophie in his list.
I was actually going to ask which Sophie that one is.
So that one is the Wind Sophie that you can warp in and gets all of the effects depending on how many forwards you've got in play.
Okay.
So it can break a monster, give herself 2k in haste, or activate all your backups.
I don't think Warp's too slow for... Oh, no, for Brian. Ooh. I think it's too slow.
At this point,
it's
saying that the Sophie is only a warp 1 for Wind.
I know, but I think that's still too slow
It is
in this situation. Like this situation specifically.
And it's okay because the forward itself is too slow. That's too small.
Aerith is Sephiroth bait.
I'm pretty sure that almost every single version of Sephiroth that we've seen has a way of killing an Aerith.
Do we have a backup breaking one that gets her on the hexproof from set 1?
Those forwards you control can't be chosen by your opponent's backups. So that's the Opus 3 one.
No, the Opus 1
you
one
talking
is all your characters cannot be chosen, isn't it?
Oh, the Planet Protector.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Chat, help us out. Have I gotten one answer right for once in my life? Did I actually get one right? I'm waiting, like, everyone's like, Brian, hurry up. I'm waiting for everyone to go, Troy, hurry up now.
Troy plays pretty fast.
Oh, we're getting
It's a
Lulu.
Lulu.
Oh, Kushi back. Get
Pick up the
something
Kusiv.
else.
And he can't miss Dragon again.
Yeah. Sephiroth EX burst, remove any card named Aerith from the game.
So the Planet Protector Aerith gets all your forwards,
Okay.
not any of your characters.
So technically, and is there a backup destroying Sephiroth?
There's several.
Several?
Pretty
Right, the dark one, the original dark one.
Yeah.
Why am I
And
blanking
the
out?
original Dark promo one.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, he's targeting Kushi. Brian is thinking. Brian is actually thinking, so does he have responses here? Or is he thinking, what are you going to get with the Kushi and then deal with that? Also, does that mean Lulu punches something? Ami. Yeah.
Is Amaterasu he has to.
Yeah.
That's what he was thinking about.
I wonder what got targeted with the 5k though.
But now Brian's empty-handed, so the Zidane doesn't actually do anything. So that's the Irwin. Irwin's gone, so there's no discard procs.
Does he push through?
Warrior of Light can attack safely and cleanly.
And then tap to kill something, right? Tap to kill the Mel.
Oh, there's a Kusev.
What did Lulu punch? Lulu had to.
Lulu doesn't punch.
No,
No. Yeah.
No. Yeah, Lulu did he miss it? Because if he Lulu punched the Madame Edel, attack with Warrior of Light, tap Warrior of Light, kill the Madame Edel, swing.
He's still.
Did I miss something? Did we miss something, or did he not do it?
Unless he had no. I think he might have missed that trigger.
Ooh.
But not that the.
No. Here we go. Hold on.
Unless.
No, he did not.
He did not miss the
He
trigger.
did do,
Okay.
cool. We I was sure he wouldn't have done that. Like I was 90% sure he would have done it. We must have missed the. Must have been verbal and not pointing. Yep. And now.
Yeah. Gladio comes in. Well, pump. That's a trade.
Yep. And then Noctis.
That's a good. That's it. We're going to game 3,
Game
folks.
3.
Oh.
He would have gutted himself if he had done that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There we go. He targeted Adele as he played her.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. That was,
No, it went through. We
Went
just
through.
didn't see the visual context of it.
Alright, so we are off to game 3. Wow, this Penrith locals is getting really intense, huh?
For some reason, you travel all the way to Queensland to have your locals.
At least we have locals up here.
I'm from Melbourne. We have nothing but locals.
Exactly.
We have too many.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Always more.
You have so many locals, it's crazy. Whereas we have none, or none that people want to say and say. It's crazy, right? And I've always said this.
It's shop support. It comes down to shops being worth opening.
It's not just that as well. Now, I've noticed this since the very start of the game. New South Wales players will travel everywhere for major events. Literally everywhere. They'll go to Perth if they want to.
Yeah.
But half of them can't be bothered to travel for their own locals, which is about 20 minutes away. On the flip side of the coin, I've noticed that the Victorian players will travel everywhere for their locals, but can't be bothered to travel interstate for a major.
No. So this is like we've had this discussion before. The problem with the Victoria and the Melbourne group is, by the time we've travelled to all 10 to 20 shops in our area, we are too tapped to go to the interstate ones. It's like the menu factor. We have 10 things on our menu, so why do we need to look at these 3 on the other menu? Where you guys only have 3, but then look at the 5 here. If Melbourne had only 2 local places or 3 local places, you would see a lot of us traveling more. It's more the fact that, we can only go to X amount and we choose the X amount that's closest.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, it's
Stop hating on New South Wales. Well, hurry up and come up here.
I'm not hating on New South Wales.
It's aimed at me.
Oh.
It's aimed at me.
Because I was going to say, it's got nothing to do. It's literally the fact that, if you guys had, I think if you guys had a good 10 local places, you would start seeing less travel.
Maybe. As I said, the problem is half of the people just don't want to travel for a local, even if it's just 20 minutes up the road. Like how hard can it be to actually go to your own local store?
Yeah, we have a bunch of tradies in rural Melton that go 9:30 a.m. in the morning because we're all used to waking up 6 in the morning to do dumb shit.
Oh yeah, here's another Penrith local. Do you want to double check if the camera's still fixed up? Because that's very wobbly. It might have moved.
It is. They're shuffling with their arms on the table.
Yeah.
It is.
But I think I actually moved the camera.
No. It hasn't because I misaligned there a little bit, but I didn't want to move it and screw up the whole work we did.
Yeah. I'll let
Yeah, I should have had the legs flatter. Because if I turn, I'm then going to have to turn the camera back the other way and risk... I'm happy to do it, to be honest. I just don't want to screw up what we got.
I'm just thinking it might have, like, all of the shaking might have actually moved the camera itself. Double check it. Yeah. We're just going to do some light technical updates, folks. Okay, fixed up the technical thing.
Oh no! I don't like that turn one. Elvis, whatever his name is.
Is that an amber? No,
that's an Elvis.
Oh, that is an Elvis.
That's an Elvis.
Blech.
Oh no, Brian.
Brian's not...
I hope I'm wrong. I am really hoping I'm wrong.
No, I think that's a fire card.
That's a fire card, yeah. It's the only fire backup in the deck?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's not good. Oh. The nice thing about DRGs in finals, game will probably be... Dragoons, yeah, maybe.
Not this Dragoon deck, it's a control Dragoon deck.
We had our good friend Bloodfist have to get called in, so you guys are with me for a bit. But yeah, I'm really not comfortable with that turn one. There has to be either a really good hand to got something to back that up, or he mulled, and it's just bad luck on the. Oh. So what's Troy gonna follow up with that? I'm assuming he's very comfortable. Well, that's a good thing about Dragoons. There is different versions of it. Okay, so we got Prompto for Philo. I'm like panicking because I'm bad at the names. I think that is the Prompto. It's the one game I played. I should know this. So yeah, one backup setup versus one backup. Is that a follow-up? What is that one? Is that Luca? That looked like a win card, but I wasn't 100%. Oh no, that's the not Lexa, the Amber. The not Amber, freaking hell. Shinju. That's Shinju, I believe. The 2-cost Earth Soiree backup. So it looks like they're just going to be setting up for now. Ignis is amazing. Like I liked 15. Like that's one of the few I've played. I never finished it, but I enjoyed it. I kind of like the idea of Backstreet. I kind of like the idea of Backstreet Boys go on a bachelor party and learn a lesson. We had turn one.
So turn one Elvis,
into
and then
turn one Philo into Lexa.
Yeah.
Not Lexa. What's the Earth one?
Shinju, which is actually really, really bad for Brian, because I saw, as I was walking past, I saw what cards were pitched. It's an Amaterasu and a Mist Dragon.
Oh, no. Okay, so that's...
So you had to pitch the Amat to get the fire card.
And I'm wondering what Troy's going to grab with the Tyro. Because Troy will know that this is a good start for him.
He's in a good position.
Yeah,
Like,
Troy will recognise that Brian is in a bad spot.
Yeah, so he's going for the Cecil.
Sable, if you mean 4, right? Don't forget the butt.
I'm not sure they're the reasons you're thinking of.
No, they're talking about Cindy, remembering Cindy in Opus 50, the 15th game as a worthwhile character. Yeah, it's just Dragoon talk. You didn't miss much.
I mean, in saying that, I mean, everybody in 15 is actually pretty memorable for different reasons.
I was
like
actually... That is literally my answer when this discussion started.
Iggy's memorable because he keeps coming up with new recipes. There we go, Madam into...
To what? Ooh.
Amber, I think it is. Yeah.
Cindy's all ass, man.
We can tell what Khalil likes about Cindy.
Okay, look, I'll be honest. Mechanic Chick just gets me in a very, very specific spot.
It gets you in some sort of mood.
I'm always
and then we've got the Amaterasu again.
Oh.
The double pitch into the Amaterasu. It looks like he's pitched the Cecil and the Zidane to do it.
Yes.
Another attempt to just completely cut things off.
Look, Brian has pulled himself back from worse. I don't think he's out yet, but this is just a rough start. I know Troy has expended a lot of resources to do what he just did, but still...
I don't think he cares.
Yeah. Like, he has more of those cards than Brian... No, they would have equal... Yeah, but Brian pitched his Ami to do all that, so yeah.
Yeah, so here we go. So,
Amber...
So Amber, so he's going to search for
We've lost Gladios and Prompto so far.
So he's not going to play Noctis this game.
Yeah, I think Noctis is out. It's one of each of those two, yeah?
Yeah, and now Elvis.
Just drop it out with a fire character to get 4 backups up. I have more money than you.
But not just that, I think that's his rainbow.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I have more money than you. Oh, no passing, no red source.
You'll have that next turn, though.
He'll have it next turn, yeah, but it's like, if you had it there, I think he would have just slammed it out, unless it's a... Oh, no, he did. He wants to hold on to the wall. Wall was his only red source. Oh, no. No,
yeah.
You don't do that, yeah.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Because I think he was thinking about the Cecil wall play, but he had the Amat as a backup, so he basically just said, cool, I'm going to cost you a backup and a forward.
Another Madam Needle.
This time... Oh, but look at that pitch, though. He's pitched the wall to do it.
Does he pitch his own wall to Ami? Or the Elvis to Ami?
Honestly, I think you're fine at this situation.
Let it happen?
Yeah, you just let this one happen.
What's the target? That's the thing I would like to know.
Amber.
It's Amber? Yeah.
At this point, you let it happen.
Yeah, you let it happen.
He's basically just saying, okay, Brian, you can replay the
You're also allowed... I will allow you to go to 4 backups.
Well, it's not just that. It's about letting him replay the turn that he just made.
Yeah.
Which he never got to.
Pesci.
He needs the win CP.
Pesci to Lexa?
I think he's got
Pesci
the Lexa. The Lexa in hand.
Lexa, yeah. Yeah, essentially he went, I'm not wasting Ami to make you not go to 4 backups again, you can do it.
Yeah. I'm not going to drop 3 cards to do the Amaterasu again, but on the same token...
Oh no, he's going to pitch 2 cards, is he?
Oh, is he thinking about Tyro?
But he has to ditch 6 cards for Tyro then.
He's doing Vespia.
Vespia to just draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards, so that's basically getting a freebie.
And then hopefully get something. Maybe get... I would have thought he had the Lexa in hand. I would have searched for the Lexa then, wouldn't? Or maybe he thinks the 3 backups are enough at the moment.
Unless... Oh, here we go. And there's Owen to start looking
sculpt.
at hand.
Yeah.
Here comes the 13s.
I too can Zidane without Zidaning.
Yeah, so he didn't... Doesn't look like he had the...
He had the Ami. No.
He did.
Ami, Elvis, and Wall.
Yeah, so he pitched the wall.
Yeah, he had it.
It wasn't worth going to nothing when you
To
Brian
stop
was still,
one. Yeah, you don't give up 3 cards to stop 1 card going away, even if the opponent gets to pick it.
because Brian was still had 4 cards in hand
Yeah.
in that situation. So
No, I don't think you ammy the
You didn't.
ice one. You don't.
well, I'm thinking about the Madame early on
Yeah.
because you mentioned that he had the Amat already, so it would have been one of those situations where it's just okay. Here's this. Here's that. It wants to try and do it again. Do I go 3 cards down again to Amaterasu? And the answer is no.
No, I think he did the right plays.
Kushi
grabbing.
Shintoto.
Yeah.
And then he's going to play the Toto.
Yeah. And he's
And now-
4 backups online.
Yeah, so because Brian went down to a very low hand size to do that, to do all of those plays,
Yeah.
and then
But I still
to just
give-
draw the Kusith.
But I
with
still
the
think
Shintoto.
Brian having 5-0 right now, or 4-0, 4 or 5-0 is still just gonna be very. Oh, pass.
He has to draw go because I think he's only got 3 cards in hand
3.
because he pitched. So it was at 5, pitched to
Yes,
play
that's
best
3,
VR.
you are
Yeah,
right, yeah.
so he goes down to 1
Thought he
for
had
the other.
more. Vanille. Oh,
Yeah, Vanille search for.
hope but not play it.
No, he's going to Amaterasu that.
Yeah.
At least he had the fire CP this time.
Well, that's probably
And
why
then
he.
he's
That's
just
probably
like,
why
yeah,
he jammed
that's
the
fine.
Elvis out turn 1. He didn't want to be in that spot again.
Actually, I think it was the Earth CP he was missing before.
Was it, or was it?
It was actually. Yeah, he was missing Earth CP. There we go. So Vespia, draw 2 again.
Yeah. Those Vespias are helping him pull back, and Wall and that's
I think.
Lexa, yeah, the wind
So
one.
that's past the turn. Alright.
Okay, what do you top deck, Troy? What can you top deck that you need right now?
Well, Troy's on 3 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just passing. Unless Troy's holding up something of his own.
Ami or something, yeah.
Or he's not particularly worried.
There's nothing wrong with the control pass if you got the control hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. You
Good
do
old troll
something.
go.
Yeah.
Alright, it says,
That's the Lord?
yeah.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Sorry, again, used to magic terms. Wait,
What?
what was it? Tyro?
Oh, that was...
Ooh, was that Tyro?
No, it's a Kusith.
Kusith.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Warrior Flight.
All that work.
And he's lost the Irwin as well, so he can't Thor Caesar down.
Yeah.
And only having the 1 Zidane is massive.
Oh no.
Oh, but... Oh, I see what you're doing, Brian.
What are you thinking?
He's just shown us the Merald in his hand.
Yeah. Oh, I assume like he hasn't touched one of them yet, so the 3 are due. But he's got 1, 2, 3. 2 backups, 1 forward.
3 backups.
3 backups. What's the third one?
Actually, he's got all 4 backups now.
Are they? Oh no, there's Amber. What's the other one? Lexa. He didn't play Lexa, did he?
Amber, Lexa, Elba, Shinju.
He has Lexa out. I thought he didn't play it. I thought he played the. I thought
think-
that was the other one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Alexa.
Okay.
Goddamn glare.
No.
But there's the Zidane. But that's a
Ooh.
tough hand to look at.
Actually, yeah.
But I would probably get rid of the Tidus here.
Because it's exiled, therefore he doesn't get the back graveyard shenanigans.
Exactly.
with
Oh,
it.
he's got the Warrior of
Warrior of
Light.
Light.
Interesting.
Because he attacks.
He attacks, shows off the
Sees-
Tyro. Doesn't care
Tyro
about the
doesn't do
Tyro.
anything. Let him have all the Tyro because there's no backup slots.
I'd still hit the Tidus. Oh. I'd still hit the Tidus here, I think. Like, sure, you've got...
Unless he's not scared of the tuck.
Mm.
Unless he's not scared of the tuck.
Well, he's already played his Tyro, so he can't search for the Warrior of Light out of his deck.
What's he got? Because it's...
Yeah, so he's going to hit the Merrill
Yeah,
here.
because here's the thing, it's exiles the Merrill as well, so that means you can't Amber it, Madame Edel it. So it's the same effect as the Tyro.
Yeah, here comes the Warrior. Unless I'm thinking that because he's got so few cards in hand, he's just going to let the Tidus rot in there.
Yeah. No, I think it
I
was...
don't-
I would have gone with the Madame Edel. I would be more afraid of straight removal than tuck. especially in a game that you've gone so close to decking out. And I think Troy would have had enough deck shuffling to move the card from the bottom of his deck to a random spot as well.
But the thing is, I probably would. I don't know how much I would have cared about the Warrior of Light in that situation. Like,
I don't think the Warrior of... maybe he's trying to hope that his Warrior of Light will be the better advantage in trying to keep the pressure.
Maybe.
Because that's a Madam Eagle in hand. No, that's a...
He's got to play...
not Lexa. The 2-cost one, Shinju. There's a Shinju in hand. We know Shinju, we know Titus. We know Shinju, Titus, Tyro. And we're missing 2
cards,
yeah.
Probably. But... yeah, I do think that the correct call was actually taking the Warrior of Light. Now that I think about it a bit more, because
I think that was right. He gets the advantage pressure. He's not scared, and he knew he was going to get a second chance at looking at something, so he didn't care about the others.
Yeah. Jeez, this Zidane is actually just...
Zidane's amazing. Zidane is amazing. I'm sorry.
So cooked, and it's so easy to get Rainbow now.
Yeah, you don't even need Rainbow. Fire Wind.
No, I think you do want to design the deck.
No. This is a superior. This is the superior build.
You design around putting the Warrior of Light in your deck first and foremost, and then you add in the Zidane because you can. You're already in the element pair.
Yeah, but I'm saying is Zidane can stand up on its own. Anyway, it's just such a good card like that. Like, my point wasn't you play the other one. Yes, this is game 3. Yeah. It's not the point that you don't build this deck. This deck is the better. These decks are the better version. It's more the fact that you don't even need 4 colors for Zidane. Zidane's just 2 colors that fits in 4 colors.
The problem is you wouldn't build a dedicated Fire Wind deck just to run Zidane.
No.
Speaking from experience on that one,
I would like to make Fire Wind work. To be honest,
I tried. I failed. I'm moving on.
5. Ooh, are we getting for Sawyer?
It looks like it. Yeah,
he's counting out his 5
elements.
Colors. Yeah.
So it's for Sawyer. So he's
we
got...
get the Ami?
He gets 3 of them. He gets 3 of the effects.
Yes.
So he gets the bounce. He gets the...
No, he gets all... Has he got 2 water?
He's got 2 earth.
He's got 2 earth. Okay. It doesn't look like Troy has the Ami. Or is he waiting for targets?
Well, he pitched the Amaterasu earlier.
Yeah. There's 3 in each deck, like. Until we see all 3 of them in bin, then exiled by a Mist Dragon.
Your mentality is he will always have it.
No, that's the way you get it.
So he's going to try and pick up Mist Dragon.
Mist Dragon card draw, but what do you bounce? Will we go for the bounce on Tyro again?
It's not worth the risk.
No, he's... Yeah, target Tyro, I think. And now we wait.
Okay, he's just letting it happen. Oh, no, wait. We've got stuff.
2.
Brynhilda, the Vesphia, and then ping with Warrior of Light.
Warrior of Light, yeah.
Or maybe just threaten it, and then just do it at the end of the zone anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't need to worry about it.
So he did all the Fasoya stuff.
Yeah. Drops the air. Oh, no response. You can't respond to it. Pump goes in effect. Yep, it's a field. Yep, that's yeah, and then yep.
So now you respond by killing the Aerith.
Yeah. But even then, it's just going to come back in 2 turns.
3 turns.
3 turns?
Yeah.
Walk 3? Okay.
It's 3 turns later.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good play.
Yeah,
that was a
and then
very
goes the
good...
Vesphia, but if this is Brynhilda burst, which is not.
Yeah,
or is it?
Look like he did anything? Nah.
Oh, that's another Kuseth.
Oh, it is. I love that we know these decks now like so well we don't even need to see the EX burst.
Well, it's just the way that he's playing with the bin. Yeah, so now...
Alright, so... What's the recover here?
So Titus did the tuck on the Warrior of Light. That's what we expected.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen one way or another.
It was always happening.
The Aerith to stop the wall was really well done. Because even then, you still wouldn't have done it in response. You want to block with the wall, then use its effect, or second main phase, finish it off. You don't want to risk losing your best blocker just to kill something.
Yeah.
So he didn't do anything wrong there. He just, you know...
Aerith was just there.
Yeah, Brian had just the way to stop.
Although Brian has emptied his hand out a fair amount to do all of that, so he's only got the Misty in his hand now.
Yeah, but it's 5 backups to 3 now. He might not care about that if he's not discarding as much now on.
Maybe.
And Troy just lost his 4th colour with the Tyro gone.
Yeah.
Troy has to rebuild. Like I said, Brian's come back from worse. And it looks like he's doing it again.
At some point, though, the EX bursts will grind.
Yes. So it's EX bursts are an important factor of the game, and we saw last game where, you know, you said he's not attacking with wall because Albus would punish. Like, again, we're not at I've won, we're at advantage here, advantage here.
It's a mirror match. Like, there are always going to be some sort of back and forth, upside down, left and right. Although Noctis seems like a safe play here if he has it.
He got back the Pronto. Pronto? No, he got back the Gladiolus, didn't he?
Got back the Gladio. But it's Noctis that switches on Gladio's punch effect and makes him cheap.
Yeah. I couldn't remember which of the two he got back. Because I don't see a Prompto in his bin, or is that the Prompto there at the end?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Keep forgetting we can do this. I just don't like turning off chat. It is Prompto.
Yeah,
I think
Prompto
it is.
in the bin.
I think it is Prompto, Warrior of Light, Cecil, Ami, Kusith, Elbus, Ami, Amber, Vanille, and Brunhilde. Yeah. Enhance!
Zoom, enhance, view that portion. Confirm suspicions. Hashtag slow play. Well, now that we're in this deep of the game, I can understand wanting to go, like, think about things a little bit harder, because it's tight. Like, right now it's incredibly tight. It's incredibly difficult to keep up with everything. The circumstances are very close. It's not worth it's not worth underthinking and over rushing into a play when it can just end up disastrous. Okay, so we've got 5. Alright, so here comes the Cecil into the Noctis. Alright. So here we can see the board state coming back. Like both players are just throwing haymakers. Impetuousness doesn't cancel out thought processes. Like, he got this far for a reason. Alright, the question is now, does he just play out the Gladio? Which I probably would do. Yeah, Barsh for Gladio. Pick off something. Not the Tidus, though. Maybe the Vesoya. Actually, yeah, no, pick off the Vesphere. You don't care if he draws 2 cards, you care if your board gets impacted. And then just to save past the turn. Not sure I would have done that. I might have attacked at the Zidane at the very least.
What did I miss?
Alright,
oh,
so,
the field just inverted.
Yeah.
I look away for 5 seconds.
You walk away for 5 seconds, and what happens is Cecil comes down, gets a Noctis into play, and then
It's a Gladius to play.
puts a then he plays a Gladio, kills a Vesphere. But here we've just got a Warrior of Light come down to do things and stuff.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, looks like we had Wall and a yeah.
We've got a Merald now, yeah. So the Merald is going to attempt to kill something. And he's going to have to pay 2 extra CP
Yes,
for it.
discard a card out of his 2 cards. Ugh.
Alright, so he's going to kill the Gladio.
Gladio, paying the 2.
Because that's the biggest forward out.
Yeah.
In comes the Merald.
Haste.
Yeah, because that's a
that's
9k, so...
And the Lexa is untapped, isn't it? That's a Lexa left, yeah?
That's a Philo.
Here comes the Fasoya. Is it 1 count left on the Aerith or 2? There'd be 1 left.
I think it's 1 left.
Yeah, so next turn it's coming in. Which is very nasty.
Yeah, so...
And unfortunately,
Alright,
yeah,
so doing a trade with the Cecil for Sawyer.
Yeah.
In comes the Tidus. That's fine. Lulu.
No.
And in comes the Warrior of Light. So, but... So that's 4.
Do you know what I also just realised about that Aerith?
Mm.
He can block Zidane and come back later.
Oh, but there's the Shintoto hit.
Is it?
Oh, but he's already
No,
played.
he's played Shintoto. Yeah, I was going to say Shintoto doesn't matter. Square Image. Willpower. Oh, I don't have the setup for it. It's at home. I'll refund that to you in a second. If I can get on it when I get home. I have the layout for the different rings for the Red Lantern. But
Yeah.
that's at my gaming setup.
We'll get you back, don't worry.
Yeah. No, you know what I'll do? I'll open a pack in your honor. I'll open a pack in your honor instead.
Watch this be the cloud.
Oh god, if I get the signature cloud not on stream.
That's
Yeah, I've opened one of them just for fun.
Alright, I'll open one as well.
Sure.
You
So,
want me to
foil Larsa and Tidus. Maybe that's a sign for Brian.
a sign for Brian?
So let's see who gets the better.
Can't hear you, stupid pack.
You don't open enough, do you?
No, I open them like that. Like I open them like that and just chuck the pack out, like everybody else does.
I'm sorry that I have skills. Opening packs is the one thing I do good.
So you got a realm actually. So
That's-
that's the legend
yeah.
realm and a very old foil.
I want to love that Variel so much, but I also don't want to love it so much.
I just go all in with X Death. It's fine. There you go. But you got a realm.
Nah, thank you. And thank you, who was it that did the redeem?
Dancer Ronin. Was it?
No, it wasn't Dancer Ronin.
You got to scroll all the way down.
Went past.
Square Image.
Square Image. Thank you, Square Image, for that.
Thank you,
Legend.
Square Image. Alright, Alright, so...
I did threaten to make Opus 50... an
Oops,
Ops
50 burst.
You mean the one
Oops.
Daniel was playing?
All EX bursts. I don't know how good a deck like that would be nowadays.
Daniel's deck. Like, it kind of exists.
I've tried it before. It's not amazing.
Well, almost every Opus for the first, 12 people were trying to do it, and then people gave up after that.
Probably.
Oh, I thought the cam froze. I had a heart attack. I'm like, God damn it, we've done all this work. Stop kicking me. Stop kicking my heart in the deck.
Yeah, so I think it's just Troy being really, really deep in the tank because he knows the Arrow's going to come back next turn. He knows the Warrior of Light is just going to cause all sorts of problems. He knows that as far as the forwards go, he's not in a really big advantageous spot. Even though Brian's only got one card in hand, he's got the resources in play.
And like we said, he's a Shantoro down. Like, he's used it, it's done and gone. That cannon has been fired.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Brian is really nice and uses a Fasoya to bounce it.
Does he really think he's going to walk into that?
Well, he's got Fasoya on the field, he can't do it anyway.
Exactly.
I think we're seeing some leg jittering here from Troy, I think.
It's a tough situation.
No, it is. And like I said, like I say that, counter me if you believe so, I think we see more misplays and player mistakes in these kind of events and in the top cut than we see in normal. I think the pressure just gets to players a lot.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Like, there's a lot...
Yeah, there's more to it than just straight yes, but I think that's, like, you're going to see a lot of that happen.
It's one of those situations that's really, really tough because, yes, you know, everything, like, you know, you're just playing a game of Final Fantasy trading card game with your local mate, but on the flip side of the coin, there wasn't a spot in the finals and a day 2 invite up for grabs at your locals.
Yeah.
So as much as we joke around and say, "Oh yeah, this is just the Penrith locals all over again," there's a lot more. There's a lot more at stake.
Continental invite, and then invite to Worlds after that.
Well, they've already got the continental invites, but
both of them already have it.
So the setup is now that it's top 4 get the invite rather than having a third place playoff.
Okay. So top 4 get. So they've locked themselves in with.
They're locked in
with John and his last opponent. I can't remember who he versed in the semis.
Paulie.
Was it Paul? Yes, it was Paul.
Paulie.
Okay. So they're just playing for the playmat, so they're just playing for the playmat now then, because top 4 also get the same playmat except the winner.
Top 4 get the same playmat, but right now they're actually playing for the spot in the finals, which will get them the day 2.
Right. That's the day 2 as well. I forgot about the day 2. I keep forgetting that it's the day 2 system.
That's the big prize here. So they have to, like, Dragoons to Worlds confirmed.
That's if John wins and plays it. Like, he may change decks by then. It's a full, 8 months away?
There's 2 sets between now and Worlds.
Yeah, it's...
Alright, here we go. We've got stuff. Oh, it's an
Une!
Wow, alright.
Okay, Dull freeze a bunch of shit. And fight.
No, he's going to get the punch.
Yeah.
So there goes the Merrill. So he's going to bounce the Warrior of Light and bounce the Shinju to hand and kill the Merrill. So Une doing Une things there.
Yeah, but he still he can still play the Warrior of Light. Why did he bounce the Earth? Why didn't he bounce one of the Singleton colours? Why didn't he bounce the Singleton colours? Hold on. Am I missing something? Am I being an idiot again?
Oh, he's going to attack with the name.
Yeah, but gets rid of the wall. All right.
He's going to rip the wall out of hand.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, that was what we were missing.
So now he doesn't have the wall. And he doesn't have an
Oh, no. This is so back and forward.
This is tight.
This is so back and forward. This is... Oh.
But here's the big thing about... Oh, okay, so the Aerith's coming back next turn.
Okay, so we were off by 1.
We were off by a turn, but here's the big thing now. That Une represents every single summon that's in his break zone.
Yep.
So, Brynhilda, got it. Amaterasu, got it. Kusith, got it. Uno represents everything that's in his bin.
Look, yeah, because if Kusith in bin means it represents everything in bin for 2. He's got access to all those cards. But here's the thing, Brian has a Mist Dragon, I feel.
He does. We already know that.
Not in deck, I think he has it in hand, or did I miss that when I was in...
You missed that because it was a quick reveal to get rid of the wall.
Okay. Oh, right, we saw it when it was popping up. What am I doing? Oh, I'm getting tired. Yeah, we saw it just a second ago. Yeah, he's got the Mist Dragon.
So this is what happens when you drink way too much last night.
I didn't. I'm just stupid.
I'm joking.
Hey, I didn't drop a bowling ball on my foot, so I'm 1 up. I want all like the American internationals to just ask him when he scored, what happened?
All you need to know was 10-pin bowling was there and alcohol was involved. That's all you need to know.
A plus B equals figure it out.
A plus B equals lost an ankle.
Also, if you're in the chat, I hope you get better.
He'll be fine. He's tough.
Did they drive in or fly in?
They flew in.
That airport trip is going to be the greatest ever.
Well, we don't need to mention it like it's too much of a crutch.
He'll hodl his way through.
Just hope he doesn't get tripped up by airport security.
I don't know, he might get through on a limb.
Otherwise, we'll have to just see him next fall.
Yeah, but I heard it's a hard crash. Nah, that one failed. I lost that.
One.
I'll take it. I'll take the hit.
You'll take the L.
I lost. I stretched there. I stretched a bit too far. Like a foot.
Or one's large drunken leg. And I think I actually understand the logic behind bouncing the Shinju as well.
Trying to stop the multicolor.
It's trying to stop the multi-elements from the soiree.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, he just replays it for 2, but then he's paid 2 for it again.
He's paying the extra CP for it, so...
But I think is that a Kushi in his hand as well?
I think so.
Oh, this is...
But the problem now is that Brian needs to beef up resources for both the Kusith and the Mist Dragon and everything else that the Yune is capable of doing.
Yeah.
Because the Yune now represents everything.
Yeah, and he has to be reactive with it. He needs the Une to do its thing and then do the Mist Dragon. He can't try and... Well, he can now because it requires summoning sickness, right?
He does, so...
Would he be desperate enough to need the card draw? Is he desperate enough to need the card draw right now?
He's got 5 cards in hand, so my thought process is this.
No.
He's got 5 in hand. So he needs to balance out his resources so he can Kusith, pick up something, or maybe even not Kusith. He might even pitch the Kusith to play the Shinju back out. But he also needs to factor in that he's not.
But the Shinju's not worth losing a forward from bin that's recurred resource. The Shinju's not worth it, right? I'd rather discard the Shinju for the Kusith and get something you've lost back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
In this case, it'd probably be a Warrior of Light if you got it in the bin.
Yeah, and then play it out.
Alright, let's see what... That's
5
fine.
for Sawyer?
He's got the Fusoya.
It is for yeah.
So he's going to do Fusoya things.
Targeting... I can't see what that summon is. But he's targeting... Oh, it's a Kushi again.
He's targeting a Kusith. He's going to bounce the Yune.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
Une just bounces things again and he plays them.
Unless he's going to try and go for the Alpha here. Because he has to play out the Shinju to play out of the Merald.
It's 5 damage. He's only going to get 1 into 6. Unless he's got the haste, which he can with Madame Edel into Malrobe and kill something.
Yeah. So he's going to go empty hand.
Yeah. Okay. 2 from Madame Edel.
Pick up Merald.
Merald, of course, I hope. Yep.
Yeah. So it's on Troy. What's he got?
Yeah. Is this it? This might be it.
Comes in. He's got it. That's it.
Oh, Brian in.
Brian is in the finals.
Oh, that was good. 3 matches.
That was very, very close. But this sort of mirror matching action is very, very much like the closest thing in the world. So
I still love the back and forward of this matchup.
It was just I throw a haymaker, you throw a haymaker, I throw a haymaker, you throw a haymaker.
Yeah. So I'm going to go try and fix that camera a little bit, and we'll go see what's going on, and we'll be back with Dragoons versus Pure Soiree.
In the meantime, I'll try and get an interview with Troy, see if he wants to stop being very shy.
I'll go and ask that.
Okay, everyone, so we're going to have ourselves another interview. So this time we're going to meet the other man, myth, and or legend over here. So this is Troy. Troy, how you doing?
Well, thanks, mate. Thank you.
Good. So for the people in the chat that don't actually know who you are, why don't you tell everybody a bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Troy Armstrong. Been playing Final Fantasy TCG since Opus 1. Little hiatus between Opus 6 and 8, I think. And TCG credentials, maybe.
Yeah, I mean...
Playing card games for like 25 years. Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Systems, The Spoils.
And yet here you are with the true card game.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, so that game, that literally looked like you all just threw haymakers at each other.
Yeah, it's a pretty brutal matchup for me, the soiree mirror, as it were. That's my deck's not quite soiree, but him running the power boosters definitely is the edge in that matchup.
So Colin wrote down on your deck list that it's called Hope Soiree, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking there's no soiree in the deck.
Yeah, no, it's
It's just Rainbow Old Skittles.
yeah. I dubbed it the no MATEria club because it runs all colours, but heart.
Yeah, so fire, wind, earth, water.
Yeah, for your Captain Planet reference there.
If you like yourself some early 90s cartoons, there you go. Alright, so let's talk about the games a little bit.
Yes.
So game 1, honestly, it was a little bit too long ago to actually remember half of what was going on. But it just seemed like everything was just so close but so far.
Yeah, it was. It's because I'm not running like generic 8-block, 8k black belts. In this case, 9k black belts. Just the power differential in that matchup's just too much for my deck to overcome in a long drag out game. Yeah.
And then goes a lot of your forwards are still sitting around that 7k mark, and then you just jump immediately to 9s and 10s.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy. The second game though, we thought you might have started attacking a little bit earlier, but I imagine that you were probably more concerned about accidentally hitting an Elvis EX burst and losing the Warrior of Light. Is that right?
At 6 damage, if I hit any EX burst that gives him plus a card or kills my forwards, the game's just over. So it's just better to not attack and just try to survive until I hit some sort of way to come back in the game.
Yeah, and that's what my thought process was as well, because you'd basically just end up hitting an Elvis EX burst, and it's just like, well, now my game's...
I'll hit a Kursif, I'll hit a Tyro, because that's what I do. That's what always happens when you go in for that first point of damage, and it will just lose the tempo, just lose the game from it.
All of a sudden, it's just like, yep, nope.
Yeah, and it's not worth it, especially when I knew what Brian's hand was. I think he was sitting on an Armor and a Mist Dragon, so there's no point in attacking from the cycle through with Zidane to improve those two cards, because at the moment he's got no forwards, so I can play through that. Yeah,
it was, I think for the longest time it was Amaterasu and Mist Dragon, and you were fine with keeping both of those in his hand, because the only Earth CP that he had, he was always tulling for any other element because it was Shintoto.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, that turn when he plays the Toto expecting the blowout, and you're just like, no.
Yeah,
we were quite excited about that one.
That's what you just had to bide my time and just hold it there.
Yeah. So on that thought process, like comparing the deck lists, so obviously they're very similar when it comes to a lot of the forward lineup, because you're both playing to play out Warrior of Light. It's just the surrounding cards around them. What did you think when you only found one Zidane in that list?
Interesting, because Zidane's just Zidane. Like it's game winning to be able to see your opponent's hand and take their best card.
It's one of those things where it's just incredibly backbreaking if you
And
because it just rips combos apart. Like we saw that in your first game against Chris Matisky.
Chris, yeah.
Is he like you were just like in the first game you sort of did stuff, and then the second game you just cool. I'm just gonna rip your hand apart so you can't do stuff anymore.
Yeah, and that was the game plan going to that game.
Yeah.
I just want to win.
Game 3 just looked like it was just an unfortunate game, but we'll save the conversation for the bar on that one,
Yeah,
shall we?
indeed.
It seems like a sore loss. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations.
No worries, mate. Thank you.
You get your invitation to the Continental Championship. Dance around for joy. You don't have to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
And all the best for future events. Yeah.
Thank you, Conley. Just a few shout outs. Shout out to Wonderland Games. Great venue, guys. Great setup here. Great weekend overall. Shout out to Colin, TO extraordinaire. He's the boss. Shout out to the Sydney guys. There you go. And to my lovely wife and 2 daughters, Ruby and Bella.
Oh, little special little family moment there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to it.
No worries,
Have
mate.
fun.
Thank
we'll
you.
see you in the future.
Cheers.